Yeah, go ahead, Saran. You go.
My name is Saran Bryant. I'm a sophomore at Kansas Christian College. I play baseball.
My name is
Majoring in sports management.
Noah Riley. I went to Northwest Missouri State, but I'm transferring to Dillard University. I play baseball and I major in mass media and emphasis in sports.
My name is Quentin Jones. I go to William Jewell. I play football corner, and my major is sports management.
My name is Jalen Harris. I go to Park University. I do track and field. I'm a sophomore, and my major is digital marketing.
My name is Quincy Jones. I go to Philander Smith University, and my major is business administration. And hold up, did I say I play baseball?
You did know.
Yeah, I play baseball, and I play the whole outfit.
Gotcha. You keep the microphone in front of you. Ain't even nobody next to you. That works. So the first question that I have for y'all to answer is there something that you wish you would have done differently in high school before you started playing college sports? Something that would have better prepared you for that you would recommend others to do that are still in high school? Anything you would have done differently?
Weights for sure. It's a lot of our weight program isn't as good, but definitely if I would have been more consistent lifting weights in freshman through senior year, I probably would have been more ahead of the game.
I say weights too. I mean, because I lifted in high school, but even when I got to college, I was still like, dang, like it's a lot different. So I think just like making that one of your first priorities or something is like important.
Anything else besides lifting weights, exercising,
Homework?
homework?
Yeah. That's got to be the priority.
Gotcha.
Why though?
Because like the transition is like they really don't care.
Explain.
They don't care if like you have stuff going on. You got to get your work in. So you have to turn your work in. It's like no excuses gonna get you extra things. You got to get your work.
Having better study habits too. Most of the time with tests, like at Kaufman, they give us time to, to study in classes or something before a test, and now they don't do that. So now you gotta like make time around football to figure out what you gotta do to be ready for a test. Any test, exam, don't matter.
For me, I would say doing stuff like outside of practice. Because your coach, sometimes it won't be enough, so sometimes you gotta put the work in by yourself.
Anything you got, Quincy?
Nah.
Talk to us about like your typical day. How much time you spend exercising or practice? How much time is dedicated to sports in college?
All of it.
Yeah, like if you normally workouts probably at like 6.
Speak up.
Workouts probably at like 6:30. No, 6:45. I wake up at
Is that AM?
a.m. Yeah, wake up, go to get the workout by like 6:25, 6:30. So once you're there early, work out till like 8:15, and then you have like your school day, whatever, and then practice from 3 to 6. And then most dudes go to the gym after practice, so you don't want to be the only one like not going to the gym after as well. So it's like the whole time.
Well, my weights program, my school kind of sucked, so we lift like 2 times a week. We got different groups. I go like, I'm with the 7:15 group in the morning, so I'd be at like 6:45, 6:30, and the lift only like 45 minutes. So I try and get in like maybe another 45 minutes to an hour, like outside of football, and then our practices they only like 2 hours, 2.5 at most in the evening. So it ain't too bad. It's pretty similar to college or high school. I mean, tell them about Hill.
Oh, yeah. When I got there, my first 2 weeks, we had to run like 20 miles, and like
Like 20 straight? Like at once?
Nah, it's like spread out though. But like one day you gotta run like 1 mile, and then the next day you got like 2. You got 2, and then we progress. And then at the end of Hell Week, we got to do bear crawls for 1 mile. I mean, not for 1 mile, for 1 lap. We run for 1 lap.
Where you go?
Philander Smith University.
Did y'all hear that? That's key. Don't go there.
it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. It's like a mental, it's a mental thing.
What was the most you had to run at one time?
I'd say like 3 miles. So that's like just 12 laps, yeah.
You had a question, nothing?
I was asking you, so you say your team, like your weight program, so like when you say like a normal college football team, they lift way more than y'all,
Yeah, definitely.
do you think that shows on the field or is like,
Yeah, no, for sure. Like we go to schools, like they look like an actual football team. We look like high schoolers still.
oh,
Yeah, so I mean we still compete, but it's like we don't pass the eye test.
okay.
For me, I'm hitting the weights. I've been in the weight room, so I'm
I'm
just.
saying you're not bringing the guys like, hey, you ain't 2 times not enough.
You right. I haven't. I do better than.
Turn the guys up.
Yeah.
Get the dub.
What about as far as the working to get playing time and your positions and all of y'all probably started your whole life in a position. How is it trying to compete for a position? How is that both physically and mentally? How does that work?
Mentally, it's definitely so when I started fall camp, I reported August 3rd. It was a point in time I was running with the ones, then I pulled my groin, so I dropped deep in the depth chart. So it was like trying to stay healthy and then get back practicing with the ones. It was definitely like mentally it was challenging. I had to talk to my mom. I was like, dang, I don't know if I want to keep doing this because like I've been starting ever since I played sports, and now I'm fighting for a spot. So that was definitely challenging mentally. Physically, it ain't. I mean, it's hard, but like at the same time, it's like you just gotta put in the work. So at the end of the day, you put in the work and you gonna be starting.
I mean, I feel like it's low-key the same, especially with like the different ages and stuff in college. I mean, when I came to Lincoln as a freshman, I was like, okay, like I'm still a big dude, like I can sort of fit in like size-wise. When I got to college, I was like, bro, like I'm 18, these dudes they had their COVID year, somebody had a red shirt. Bro, like one of the first basemen was 24, 25. Like I'd be at practice, they're talking about some like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a house next year, or whatever. I'm like, bro. So I don't know. Like I was like, dude, this is crazy. But at a certain point, like once you keep practicing and stuff, you just see like all they have on you is experience, So it was definitely like challenging. I got there. I was like the youngest first baseman. Like even the freshmen were like 19, and I had like just turned 18. But it was still like it took some getting used to, but it wasn't that bad after like the first month.
Question?
What would you say was the biggest thing you learned from like being around older guys?
Dang.
How to buy a house?
I mean, yeah, I was just over here their conversations, but it wasn't. They would like teach me stuff that they learned, like especially a lot of the older guys. Like, I would talk to them, ask them questions, whatever. So they would give me tips that they probably had just learned last year, and I'm a freshman, so that's definitely gonna help me, going forward.
Teron, you got something to contribute to that topic?
I had to, in my school, I had to fight for my spot against this Dominican dude.
I got something to say. I got something to say, dude.
It's hard, but after talking with him and everything, so he moved to a different spot, and I got some time, so I got to prove something defensively and everything. So coach knew I had the defensive side, but I just, on the stat wise, I wasn't making it produce offensively. So I was like, you have to compete if you're there. You gotta make use of your time, optimize your time. Yeah.
So for the baseball guys, how do you balance having to work on offense and defense? How does that work at the college level?
Well, we got a facility. My coach, he has his own facility, so like during days we don't have practice, we'll go to the facility and hit. And also in practice, he'll make us hit off the machine, and then we'll do live ABs, and then we'll do like 27 outs. We'll do 27 outs, and it's just like reps. You just hurry up and you get a lot of reps doing that. So yeah.
Another thing is like, especially in college, you have like people that just go there to pitch. So you'll have like 25, 30 pitchers. It's like every practice, like probably the last 2 weeks, we just do live at bats, like scrimmages and stuff. it's like you get like live experience and stuff, like actual hitting, like along with the cage work, like hitting with the hitting coach and stuff like that. So you kind of get everything like at once.
Coming from a guy that retired in high school and ended up with police, what would y'all say is like the biggest adjustment at that next level, like from high school to college ball and baseball?
Whenever we were in high school, we would get some good arms every once in a while. It's like in college, it's like you're always gonna get a good arm, and it's like the next one might be better. So like you just always got to be on go more. So it's a mentality thing. Really, everything is mentality.
Yeah. And it's no like oh let me get his pitch count up to get him out, because like again the next dude might be better, and if he doesn't throw harder he throws better off speeds, whatever. So it's just always being ready. Yeah.
Jalen, what about from a track and field perspective?
What was the question? I don't remember.
What's the difference between high school and college? Adjustment.
Trying to compete for, I don't know how it works in track, if you have a starting shot put guy or everybody throws. How do you compete for your position or to be better on the team or contribute?
It's more so like a team aspect, even though it's like you going up against everybody else, you fighting for points for your team. So there's not like a one or a starter or two. It's kind of like everybody's competing for their team. So it's a little different.
So does everybody on the track team compete at every meet, or do some people have to wait? You know what I'm saying? You know like, is there only 3 throwers or 2 throwers?
For certain meets, yeah. But like in general, no, everybody throws, everybody competes.
Okay.
But in practice, y'all making each other better.
Yeah, trying to.
So let's talk about, and this is very specific. Noah, you said you started out at Northwest, and next semester you're going to be at
Dillard.
Saran, I know you talked to, well, a couple of y'all have talked about different schools. How does that come into play with the portal and kids transferring in, or you transferring other places? How do you?
I mean, for me, like I got there, like I did good. You know, like it wasn't a skill thing. Like he just at the end of the season, he brought in probably like 10 of the 18 freshmen, 10 or 11 like position guys, and he just told us like, yeah, he came from a D1 school. He's like, yeah, I'm bringing dudes in like from the D1 school since
He
they have
is
a new
your
rule.
coach?
Yes, like because they have a new rule, I guess, where they have to cut their roster size. So he just came in and told us, yeah, I'm trying to get dudes who can, you know, play now or whatever. You guys are still young, you know. It's not that I think you're a bad player or that you don't have a bright future. It's just like, I want results now. And I'm like, okay. And he told that to mostly all the freshmen except for pitchers. And then a couple older guys just spread out throughout the rest. So I don't know. I know it's like a business at the end of the day. He's got to keep his job. But I was like lucky enough to be picked up out of the transfer portal because it was like 20,000 athletes in there, I heard, this offseason. So it worked out good for me, but that's not always the case with people.
I was gonna say, was they hating on you when you was like, I'm leaving? Like they
No, I mean,
working out?
I didn't want to stay there anyway because, you know, it's a very white town.
Yeah.
People talking crazy to me and stuff, which I was not used to. But, like, I was planning on leaving. I didn't really tell anybody that. But they didn't like me anyway, so I didn't like them. So, yeah.
Going back to the decision to go to the schools that you chose, do you guys, and this is advice for, you know, the younger guys, do you feel like you did enough research on finding the school that was a good fit, or were you just kind of like, well, whoever likes me, I'm gonna go play there? Do y'all feel like y'all could have done that process differently, the recruiting process or the finding the school process?
It was a real stressful time for me. I didn't find a school that found me, kind of like that situation. My mom, she kind of picked it. I was finna go JUCO, but yeah. So,
It was stressful?
mhm.
What made it stressful?
It was just like, it was a lot of people talking to me. Like, there's a lot of people in my ear telling me go here, go there. So, yeah.
Sharon?
I kind of feel the same thing it was, and then like just to hear words from someone else and just like kind of take a step back and then really evaluate my options. went somewhere safe, kind of. In the end, I went somewhere home, somewhere close, somewhere I probably knew I could play, where I can make a difference eventually, or like within a year or two. So I'd get some time. So I just made a decision, and like it just happened to work out.
For me, William Jewell was my first offer. So I think my whole process of getting offers, I think that was a school that really stuck out to me. I did a little research, but I had a meeting with the head coach. This is his first year, and he basically he put in my head when he was getting to William Jewell that he was gonna change the whole program around. He did that because last year it was 2-9, and this year we definitely improved, and we ended up 5-6, which is an improvement, of course, from 2-9. It was terrible. So I didn't do much research. I could have probably did better research, looking more towards the other schools that I got offers from. But I think since I got the offer my junior summer, that was a school I really wanted to go to
For me, I didn't know I wanted to do track in college, so I kind of was just like, my senior year, I was just out there to be out there, but I was good. So I definitely wish I would have sent my numbers out to coaches because I settled for NAIA. I could have went D2 or a low D1. So yeah, that's definitely something that I wish I would have done my senior year.
So
So I'm with you guys talking about being stressed, some of those other things, maybe not as much research. How big a role did social media play in that with people that are your peers, people that you maybe competed against? Did that influence your decision?
I mean, for me, Northwest was my biggest offer. And growing up, I always wanted to go D1. You know, I didn't know if there was other ways to get there. I thought it was just straight there or nothing. So, you know, I really throughout high school, I was like, I want to go to Florida A&M, whatever. And when I would talk to him, he would tell me that they normally take dudes out of JUCO or transfer portal. So when Northwest, a D2 picked me, I was like, okay, that's cool. And I knew I'd probably get I was feeling better about it probably than I would at the time about a JUCO or NAIA. And of course now I know that, you know, you can still be good and play there. That's just a different way to get there. But I don't know, I feel like, what was the question again? I forgot.
social media.
Oh, social media, yeah. Social media. When the new coach got hired, sorry, I was getting to it. When the new coach got hired, because I'd already been committed there for a year, I was like, you know what, I don't want to decommit and then choose some JUCO. Then people are gonna think this about me if I post about it, or they're gonna think that I wasn't good enough, the new coach didn't like me. But I mean, I don't care, you feel me? I know what it is now. Of course, it was probably a smarter decision to decommit from there when they hired the new guy, because I should have known he'd bring in his own people, from his D1. But I don't know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter about social media. It's your career. So, you know.
All right, here's my follow-up question to you guys. Is if you weren't playing your respective sport, could you go to the school that you're at currently?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have went to Park.
No, yeah.
But
I could.
yeah. Academically,
Yeah,
yes. But I would not.
When you say good, what do you mean by good?
So one of the things I've always asked, if you go on a recruiting trip, ask yourself, if I wasn't playing sports, they wouldn't offer me, would I go to school here?
Oh,
Not if you can make it.
Oh,
Would you have a fun there? Would you
No.
see yourself being there?
I wouldn't go there to William Jewell just because it's I'm up in Liberty. It's definitely a culture shock. 'Cause I come here, I live in the city. I'm damn, I'm around all these black people my color and stuff I can relate to. Then I get up to Liberty, then it's dang, I'm around all these people. No disrespect to the Caucasians, but it's I don't, you know, we don't dabble in the same pot really. I mean, but I made good friends up there, but I just wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't reach out. I'd stick more around my kind.
Yeah, I would not go to Northwest if I didn't play basketball. That's too many white people. I'm not gonna, that's really it. Yeah.
Can we get any other commit to our schools?
Morehouse? I go to Morehouse.
No, wait.
Oh, he's at Clark.
Oh, Morehouse. My. Yeah, I go to HBC for sure.
No, you come to Clark though.
Clark. I go to Clark.
I might have a guy.
How are you able to balance your social life with playing sports? Is that a challenge at your school, or it is what it is?
It was for me. Because when I first got there, Dad, don't be mad at me. There was a lot of parties, you know, and
We saw the
women-
videos.
Which video? I don't know.
I'm just playing, man.
Those pro dates were something else, but yeah, it was like a lot of parties, a lot of stuff going on. But like after the first couple weeks, I was like, okay, like, I'm here for baseball. You feel me? I can't be distracted with everything else. You know. So.
My social life was pretty cool. Or it was easy balancing it because, you know, we got practice and then we may have weights. So it was like I had a whole bunch of free time. And so, I met some dudes, some black dudes from St. Louis. So that's really the people I hang with from, up there. And they pretty cool. So, you know, you just kick it whenever.
For me, it was kind of a change because I stayed here, so all my homies left. So it was like, dang, I'm just here chilling. But like, I just started hanging around the baseball guys, so I was like, I hung around my teammates and stuff. So I got to build a type of bond with my new teammates. So going in, so we can have a stronger season, I feel. So at the end of the day, I like kind of made an adjustment.
We got about 2, maybe 3 more questions for the sports guy.
Well, I got one question. Somebody else wants to do. What did you learn before going to college that helped you out the most? Whether it was athletic-wise, mentoring, but before you stepped foot on your college campus, what helped you out the most that you applied to once you got enrolled in college and start playing sports?
For me, I would say time management. Well, it was something I was learning, but once I kind of got it down, that's probably the biggest thing that helped me learning how to manage everything, because it can get stressful if you don't do an assignment here or there. It'll add up, so you just got to stay on track, stay on focus.
Adjusting to the free time for sure. It's hard having my mom. She normally woke me up in high school. I gotta wake myself up now. So that adjusting to that is was kind of difficult. I got used to it now. I think that's pretty much it. Just yeah.
Ryan, you had a question?
What advice would you give when it comes to like finding the motivation to keep going to practices and stuff like that?
Okay.
I love baseball, so I just like remember why I'm playing. If I don't love my sport, why am I here? Like I always try to find some type of joy in what I'm doing, cause like I love baseball, so I'm gonna keep playing because I love it. So just finding that love.
For me, I would say if you're not gonna give your 110, don't do it. And that's with everything in life. So if you're not gonna put all your effort in, then what are you doing?
What you got for me, Quincy?
The first 2 weeks, it was pretty hard for me. I had bad practices. I really don't got no social life. So, and then in practice, I made like a few errors, and that got to me mentally. So, my thing was like, just skip it and go to the next play. It's always a next play mentality. So, and then like the weeks after that, I did way better.
Next play, remember that? Next play.
To that question, I think I do it for myself, of course, but like family and family, peers. Eventually, at some point, I want to be able to support them and whatever they want to do. So, like that dream of me helping others is probably what motivates me.
Just real quick, my last question is, some of you all went off to school and got away from your parents, or you're being comfortable at home for the first time. What did you learn about yourself being away from school or playing collegiate sports? What did you learn about yourself that you might not have known because you weren't put in certain situations? What did you learn about yourself?
I mean, I learned that I didn't need my mom as much, I'm not gonna lie. Because she would always in high school, she'd always be on my back, whatever. And of course, she still helps me out, like with certain stuff. But I feel like I've learned how to manage some things with myself now.
Well, first of the semester, it was bad. I was bad with time management. It was like a whole bunch of stuff going on. And like, I don't know. I just got on. Dang. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. My bad.
You got better with your time management.
Oh, Coach,
How did you guys balance the academics and the sports in your social life? Was that a big change for you? Because I know when I went to school, that was a huge change. But we had mandatory study. That probably helped us out 3 days a week.
In the fall, we have like study hall. So we have study hall during the fall. We have mandatory study hall. So if you're working out in, you're a study hall. So we're doing our work in study hall too at the start. And then as far as hanging out with people, I'm like, sometimes I gotta be like, I can't go, I gotta go do my homework. So sometimes it's just saying, I gotta go do my homework and then hanging out with them one time and then just maybe saying, I don't care, one night I'll stay up. It's your choices, it's just what it is, to be honest.
this is the last, oh, you got a question?
No.
This is the last sports question. On your worst day, just think about the worst day that you've had as an athlete in college. How did you overcome that? And how do you keep yourself mentally strong and personally encourage yourself?
I start laughing.
I would say prayer. Sometimes you just gotta stop, give thanks for what you got, and remember it could be worse. So,
Yeah. I definitely say prayer as well, and like remembering that, you know, I'm here for a reason. You feel me? Like the coach that recruited me brought me here because he saw something in me. So like whether I'm doing bad or good, like I'm still the same player. It's just my performance may change at times, but you know, it happens.
I think my worst day is the first day when I pulled my groin, and then it was the practice after, and I seen him out there practicing. I was like, dang, I messed up. So I think that I just called my mom. I talked to my mom about everything for real. So when I called her, she just told me like stay focused and you know you're there for a reason. So my mom was a big part of my first semester. Yeah.
We know what to say.
You said what?
We know what to say.
No one put that. Okay. All right, gotta get him a round of applause real quick. I'm gonna have Quincy and Saran come sit down here, and I want Mason and Jaden to jump up there. They're the first year students.
Money made.
What's up, Mason? That was it.
So can y'all introduce yourselves, Mason and Jaden, where you go to school, what you're majoring in, all that?
My name is Jaden Hassam. I'm currently a freshman at Missouri State, but in the spring of 25, I'll be transferring out to LA to a JUCO to play sports. So yeah.
What sport? What sport?
Football and track.
Football and track? Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. And then right now I'm undeclared, but I got interest in sports management as well.
Okay.
My name is Mason Talbert. I go to Clark Atlanta University, graduated from Piper High School in 2024, majoring in business administration.
Yeah.
So everybody up here except for, I don't know why I chose these two. I should have picked everybody here except for Saran and Jalen are first year students. Except for Saran and Jalen, yeah. So these are some first year questions, but Saran and Jalen, feel free to participate. Just going to college in general. What's the big transition from high school to college life? Just your daily. What's the big difference?
I just say people be wild and crazy because everybody's out the house. You feel me? Like everybody's gone from their parents. So like the first month, everybody's just doing crazy stuff. Not me. I'm talking about just random. Oh yeah, just random.
Yeah, everybody else. What you got for me, Jay?
I mean, I think that's just college in general. Wherever you go, you got a lot of anxious people ready to live on their own. So like, they gonna make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes, even me. And yeah, you just gotta, go to college, have fun, but also know, like they said, what you're there for, and just stay on the right track. But yeah.
What about you, Mason?
Yeah, I would say people start acting different because they away from their parents, so they just feel like they can do whatever, act a little different.
What advice in general do y'all give to high school students, again, looking for a college to go to? And this is, not necessarily playing sports, but you want to go to college. What should they be doing and thinking about in high school?
Scholarships. Applying for scholarships, as many as you can. Just apply. If you can go to college for free, then you can go anywhere. So it's like, I would just say apply.
Good deal. Apply for scholarships. That's a good one.
I think actually touring the school, because that was my what do you call it? My problem going into Missouri State. Like, I was there a few times, but I didn't get like a good look at what the college campus is like. So like, I didn't really have an idea of what I was getting myself into until I was actually there. So just actually doing a lot of research on the school that you want to go to, even if it's out of state, I recommend you still take that flight, that job, or whatever to see what the campus feel like, because that'll make a big difference, because that's your future.
So when you say touring the school, what should they be looking for when they go to the school?
Like social life, talking, engaging with students on campus. When I went down to Missouri State, all 3 times I went on a break. So like, no students were on campus. I'm looking at empty classes. I'm looking at the dorms, hearing about the food, the meal plans and stuff like that. But I didn't think it was that many white people down there until I got there. And that's really like, it takes a toll on a person who's not really familiar with that type of like environment. But yeah, so.
I agree with the student life part. I think like before you commit to a school, you should definitely like try and reach out to some students that already go there, and just to figure out like what kind of stuff, like what kind of activities they got on campus, just to so in the back of your head like what go on campus.
So y'all summer before y'all went to college, like the one y'all just passed, what did y'all do to prepare yourselves for college, like in the summer, just the summer?
I didn't do much for real. I was either at work or at a football field. So yeah, in the weight room.
Jay, you look like you had a response. So
I didn't do nothing. I just
HQ.
Yeah, I was just partying. I was just getting ready for the social life of college.
Gotta get ready, man. What you needed a break. What about you, Mason?
What was it again?
What was the question?
What did you do in the summertime?
Prepare yourself
for this year.
Just doing a little research about the college, for real.
Good deal. Y'all have you have a question?
What's the biggest difference academic-wise from high school to college?
They don't. Well, I had a good professor, but I didn't have an economics class in high school for real. I mean, we had it like the first half, or the first semester, my senior year, we had like a class talking about the government, but it wasn't really economics class for real. It was just like government history and stuff like that. So I had an economics class this semester. I passed, but it was like, dang, I don't know nothing about this class. So I reached out to the teacher, went to some office hours, met with some students in the class to figure out how to pass this class.
I would say for our HBCU is different because the teachers, they don't want to see you fail, so they'll help you. They'll open assignments from like weeks ago, or they'll just tell you things. So I would say like going to a HBCU from high school is kind of the same, but it's a little bit different though, because they still want to expect certain things out of you.
Quincy, how was the food at your school?
I gained some weight.
Because the food was good? Okay.
Busting at the Clark.
So all of you have finished your first semester. Your first semester of college.
Congratulations.
For real though.
Brother.
Freshman at Harvard.
What did you learn in the first semester that will help you do better in the second semester?
Don't procrastinate.
Yeah. Truly.
Don't procrastinate. That's what
That's
else?
like the bottom line for real.
Yeah. Just getting started with it. Cause like it's not even that the work is hard. It's just like random stuff you don't feel like doing.
Yep.
For the high school students, describe what procrastination in college looks like and how does that hurt you?
I mean,
Just putting it off until the last day possible.
like the last hour.
Yeah.
And that assignment take longer than you think.
Yeah.
I'm calling 5 people.
I try to like make a little planner, so like I know what is due when it, like at the certain time. So that helped too, cause I be forgetting for sure.
Oh yeah, stay organized. Cause my first semester I was very unorganized. It could have went bad, and I didn't know like none of the due dates or nothing. So like get all the syllabuses, for your classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say that again. Get all the what?
Syllabus.
What? I'm not asking. I'm not saying that. I wasn't trying to correct you. That wasn't my point of the question. But explain to them, to the high school students, what a syllabus is and why that's important.
It's like a calendar of all the due dates of your. It's like work and like mandatory things.
They got the teacher phone number, email, all that.
Yeah.
Did the teachers deviate from the syllabus in college?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
So the syllabus is a blueprint to what's going to happen that semester.
Yeah.
Right. And it doesn't really change. So when they say test on the 15th, test on the 15th. Paper due on the 12th, paper due on the 12th.
What I will say, I had it was I think my third week of school. We had like a syllabus test or like an assignment quiz that was due, and so I forgot the due date. And I went up to my professor after class. I'm like, "Excuse me, like I forgot the date. Can you like inform me on what it is?" And she looked me in my eye. She said, "Well, welcome to college. You're gonna have to look online and figure it out yourself." I was like, "What?" And so then, I had to go back. And then ever since then, I knew like I'm not going to the professor when I have everything in the syllabus. So, yeah.
Just to comment on that, half the times the teachers don't even know the due date. They just put it on the syllabus and like, you know what I'm saying?
They go graded.
Is that true? Is that true, Brandon?
They don't know the final grades date, the midterm date.
They turn the grades, but they go look at
So the thing she didn't know.
Hey.
She didn't know what it was.
So do y'all feel like y'all be prepared for a successful second semester?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand it now. So I know what to do.
Did any of you doubt that you would be able to do well in college? And if you did, do you feel more comfortable now, or is college the place for you?
Nah, I never doubted myself. It was just the fact of me trying, like actually trying.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm finna go to college. I'm finna have somebody do my work. I'm gonna just do football. Nah, I got to do some work.
Yeah. That's real. What about you, Mason? How was the semester academically?
It was cool, but at first I was faced with a lot of papers, so I tried to like put it off and just do other stuff. But I realized like my grades was starting to like drop, so I just had to do them, like try to stay on top of them more. So feel me, like.
Any other questions for our freshman college students?
I had one, coach. It was kind of what you had mentioned. Before you got to college, compare and contrast your expectations or what you thought college was going to be like versus what the reality was, what it was really like.
Go ahead, what you got to say though.
I thought it was gonna be like parties all day, every day. Like it's gonna be like y'all can do this. Like it's like crazy. But then when I got to college, it was like it was kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie. Like the first 2 weeks, I get out of my room and try to do something. Like I go play basketball. We did. A lot of people did play like ranked basketball or something like that. So I do that. Other than that, it was nothing.
I mean, it wasn't as hard as I thought, like school-wise. I have a pretty easy major. I'm just in the studio all day, like doing TV shows or radio shows, whatever.
What's your major?
Mass media, emphasis in sports. So I just like, we just go to the studio, like make fake TV shows, whatever. Sometimes like the real one for the university. So I mean, it's easier than I thought it'd be. I still have to take some like gen ed stuff, but it's not like as bad as people say it is.
Maybe
especially high school teachers. They'll be like, "Oh, you get that? You can't."
English teachers at Lincoln.
What?
Because writing's not easy.
Oh well, yeah. The writing part's kind of hard. Like my professional media writing stuff is kind of like difficult, but it's not like as bad as teachers say it is in high school.
All right, can I get a freshman a round of applause? We're gonna have all the freshmen come off the stage and have the veterans join the stage.
Oh yeah. I'm a vet, man. It's you. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Now that you said that, made me think about my age.
When's your birthday? Quentin, when's your birthday? October. Oh, what? 2005?
Yeah.
I'm 06.
Yeah, no
06, bro.
Introduce yourselves, gentlemen. Where, those that haven't introduced themselves.
All right. My name is Andrew Moore. I'm a sophomore at Clark Atlanta University, political science major. You know where I'm from. Yeah.
What if I don't know where you're from, bro?
Kansas City.
My name is Marcus Smith. I'm a sophomore business major at Morehouse College.
My name is Isaiah Evans. I'm a sophomore business marketing major from Kansas City, Missouri, and I go to Morehouse College.
My name is Dorian Williams, from Kansas City, Missouri, of course. I go to Tennessee State University, and I'm a biology major.
What grade are you in?
I am a sophomore as well.
Good deal. So let's start off, gentlemen. First question is, what is the big difference between your first year of college and your second year of college?
It's cupcakes and rainbows your freshman year. Like, compared to your second year, it is, but like, when you in your freshman, you don't realize how easy it is compared to the next years that's gonna come. But it's like, they stop caring. Like, they give you a little leeway your freshman year. You get no leeway after that. Like, you gotta know what you're doing after that, so.
From what perspective? The professors, the administration?
Every perspective. It's like, it's just on you now. You gotta get everything together that you need. It's on you to go talk to your teachers. It's always on you as a freshman, but like, they'll allow you to adjust just a little bit more, but like sophomore year, it's like that adjustment already has to be made.
I like to call it the freshman fairy tale. Like, life all good, you got some money, class is kind of easy, you get to party a lot. But coming into college, I was always saying, like, I'm not going to be that broke college student. Like, I'm always have some money, I'm always eat. But this year, I hit rock bottom, I was broke, wondering what I was going to eat. So, I ain't trying to cook or none, but like,
You got the meal plan. You always have something to eat.
but I gotta go all the way up to the school. So I say sophomore year, I feel like it's just more like real life. Like, you gotta start actually worrying about what you're gonna eat.
Especially if you off campus. If you off campus, I feel like that's why we saying this a little more. I feel like on campus it's probably a little bit more like you still get that on campus experience. You still get to be at the caf every day. Off campus, we do have the opportunity to go to the caf every day, but who wants to drive to the caf just to go like, nah, I'm cool.
So we should start paying for the caf?
Nah.
Sounds like
Yes. I'll take my money. I know that's right.
I was gonna say, for me, I think it's more freedom being a sophomore because you unlock more things. You can meet more people, more organizations. You can do more stuff. But it's not really a negative for me. I think like I'm happy that I got out of freshman. Freshman year was harder than this year for sure. 'Cause it's like now I got a vision and I can follow it exactly how I want to.
So that's the thing about coming to Clark.
Oh yeah, come on, you know, NIL good.
Backing up on what he said, I do feel like my sophomore year is more easier than my freshman year, mainly because as a freshman, you don't know what's going to really happen. You're just really there to live life. You get like kind of like a little guides because like they know you're freshman, they know you're learning. But as a sophomore, you do like you know your ins and outs. You know you can't really be doing this. Like you know if you get caught like just being out too late with some friends or something, like doing whatever you want to do,
Like it just can look bad to certain people, and just in that manner, you just know what to do and what not to do at that stage.
I also say like in college it's kind of divided from like the freshman and every other class. So it's like once you're a sophomore, you kind of like your expectations is the same as a senior. Like a freshman, you kind of got like a leeway to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, play around. But like as a sophomore, it's like you're not a freshman no more. So I'll say it's a freshman, then it's every other class.
And then just to piggyback off Dorian, the last thing I would say is as a sophomore, it's more eyes on you. Well, if you do college right and you do good as a freshman, more people are going to be looking and expect things like the older you get. So that's what I say. Like it's a little bit more responsibility. You can't do as much as you did as a freshman. Like how they saying like it's not as easy, but you kind of know that because you got some goals that you want to reach your sophomore year, and you know you can't be as childish or as whatever you was your freshman year.
What roles do extracurricular activities play in your college experience?
I would recommend to be as involved as possible. I definitely say getting involved and just give you something to do. Cause even though I am like involved, I still get really bored, and I just be bored in the crib like for long periods at a time. And if I didn't have my extracurriculars, I'd probably be even more bored. So I definitely recommend just get involved as much as possible.
I say as for me, extracurriculars kind of like build more like connections and it establishes you in a certain way. Like for me, I said the biggest thing I wanted to do this semester was network. I want to get myself out there. I want to let people know who I am, not have like build a positive persona about me. So definitely extracurriculars help me do that. It helps you get around other people. Like I might be around, like I was around Atlanta Club a lot this semester. I'm not from Atlanta, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. That is 12 hours away. But being around people from Atlanta Club, I know a lot of people from Atlanta. I learned how they move. I learned how all that other type of stuff works. So extracurriculars definitely do help in a big way because it gives you a different perspective on college and different life.
I'm gonna say extracurriculars help with the stuff that matter, like resume, because you want a job. We all going to college. We're not going to college. It's not the last thing we're gonna do. We're trying to get some money. So you want to do those extracurriculars so people can know you're not in college just doing school. But like they said, everything else, like that's how you get your real connections. If you want to be somebody at your school, you got to get in front of people that make decisions. That's how you got to join organizations.
What do you mean by be somebody at your school?
Like if you want to, well, I know at HBCU culture we got SGA. You know, you could be the president of the whole school, class president. I mean, I'm sure they have that at PWIs, but it's like if that's something that you want to do, or you want to be a face for your class, people have to see you. Like it has to be more than just, oh yeah, I seen them walking to class. They want to know a little bit more about you to put you into position to make change at your school.
They gotta be able basically to be like, if somebody brings you up in a conversation, they gotta be able to know, put a face to a name. They don't just need to hear a name or just know the face. They need to put it together. That way, if say you want, like you said, basically doing off of that, SGA, Mr., Mrs. of your school, if you want to do that, be like, oh, for example, if Isaiah wanted to be Mr. Morehouse. Oh, Isaiah?
It's not a good person.
Oh, it's not, my bad. My apologies.
It's a Mr. CAU though.
Drew wants to be Mr. CAU. They want to know good stuff about him. They don't want to know, oh, Drew, he be talking trash, or he from Kansas City.
Alright, what's some of the few stuff y'all involved in at y'all HBCUs?
Like organizations?
Yeah, organizations.
So at my school, I'm in Minnesota CAU. That's of course so at Clark it's mostly women. So they're trying to build like the men up so we can all graduate, get more camaraderie. PSA, Political Science Association. I got my own organization, the New African Independence Party. I'll get into that later.
You explain what that is, bro?
You can get into it now.
To make it simple, so you're not up here all night. Basically, my freshman year, like second semester, I met like this lawyer. He's like pro-black, very, and he was just telling me. I asked him in class like, why don't we have any black political parties? You know, we got the Black Panther Party, but like, why is it not anything nowadays? And he was telling me that there are black political parties. You just got to find them, and then as black people, we got to make them bigger and make them pop. So I met the founder of my organization. He's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He gave me a call, and he basically gave me like a vision to get my organization chartered different HBCUs to build more black educated people so we can start to have our own politics, push whatever we want. And then it goes into this presidential election. obviously we can't trust Democrats or Republicans. We need something for us. So that's kind of what it is on a simple note. But yeah, that's all the stuff I'm in at school. Plus, it's probably more than that.
As for me, kind of piggybacking, my school is more predominantly girls' school. A lot more females go to our school. Like they had females in our boys' dorms this year because like it was just such overflow of females. But for me,
What is the approximate ratio?
I didn't check on it this year, but like last year our ratio was like 30-1.
It's better at Clark.
It probably is better at Clark. Our school's kind of in some turmoil that I do not want to get into. But I'll say for me, the orgs I was really a part of, the main one was really Men's Initiative. It's really meant to bring young men into college, help them grow them through college, but also offering like networking them, getting them connected, teaching them how to be a young man, not only in college but in the society and world today. Because as a young, not only man, but you're also a black man, there's a lot more things that's going to be put on you. I also was heavily involved in honors. I was in honor suite every day. If I wasn't in honors, it was because I was either not feeling my best or I was out of town. So me being in honors every day, I built connections there because I'm seeing smart people and because like Mr. Honors, he's from New Orleans, Louisiana. I became very close with him in a way because of me just being in honors, because of the name to a face. Now he gets to know me for me and gets a better perspective on me in that way.
Me personally, last year, freshman year, I did something called Freshman Stroll at Morehouse that the 6 freshman stroll dorms or freshman dorms would do. So I was a part of that. That helps you build connections just with students your age and people that you live in the same dorm with and stuff like that. And then even like our coaches. So our coaches be people who are in Morehouse sophomores and juniors, like just the upperclassmen. So it's a good way to build connections with people who are older at Morehouse already too. And then this end of last year, I worked with the Alumni Association at Morehouse. And I could just work with the community in Atlanta. I worked at the YMCA this past summer as a job. I worked at another summer camp, so I'm really just working with them. We did the 2024 commencement ceremony too, so we had a hand in that and putting that together as well. And so just working with different organizations on campus, you'll get community service hours, build connections, and just things like that too.
I'm a part of this organization on Morehouse's campus called Morehouse College CASA. We plan events, we plan Homecoming, Spring Fest. We had this event called Hump Wednesday, and I'm the coordinator for that. So I just feel like that allows me to get to know a lot of the student body and get to make those connections with like a lot of the students. Miss Marina White, they're basically Mrs. Morehouse. I get connections with people like that, and then SGA and stuff like that. So I just feel like the more you get involved, the more opportunities come your way. And I'm also ambassador for the Study Abroad program at Morehouse. So I was given this opportunity to have a free trip to Africa this upcoming summer, but I had to decline that offer because I have something else to do. But I feel like being involved, it just gives you a lot more opportunities to do different things, and it just looks better on your resume, give you more opportunities to do jobs and give you more stuff to talk about. So.
NSO?
Oh yeah, Morehouse College NSO. That's basically, I was an NSO leader, so new student orientation leader. And I helped bring the freshmen into Morehouse College, and I feel like that just allowed me to connect with a lot of students, a lot of admin, and just get my face out there. So like when I have something to present to admin, they already know who I am, so they'll be more open to accepting my request.
Ray, don't stop the house, huh?
Any questions for him?
I have one. Out of the lessons that you learned your first year in college, how are you applying those to your second year in college, and is it making, what positive difference is it making?
I'll say for me, my first year in college, I learned that my life is on me now. Like it's not on really nobody else. You can't blame your parents, even people you're in school with, your teachers, because everything is all on your decision. I chose to go to Clark. I chose to take certain classes. I chose my major. And then I say my second year, I really came into that, and I started making decisions for myself. Like, I know I want to be in politics, be the mayor of the city. I got to start pushing my own plans forward so I can make myself better. So that's really what I'll say.
I'll say really just learn to stay consistent. Like when it comes to doing your schoolwork, staying consistent in the classroom, you got to build a good foundation in the classroom because it's easy to slip up in a college assignment. You only get a certain amount of assignments each semester that go with a certain amount of quizzes and stuff like that. So you got to stay on top of what they give you because it's not really much you can use to work your way back up when your grade slips.
I definitely agree with consistency. Just always staying on top of everything. Once you slip once, you setting yourself up to slip twice and the third time again. So I just say stay on top of everything and really go hard in everything you do. Don't like half but anything. Just go full on and do it right the first time, so you don't got to worry about catching up on stuff like that. And then to Drew's point, like everything is on you. So if you want something, you got to go get it yourself. Ain't nobody gonna be telling you to like go get it. You have to go get that on your own. So yeah, just be a go-getter.
I learned that my mama wasn't there to save me my freshman year. So coming in there, my sophomore year, I learned that I needed to do my own stuff. I can't rely on her to come email no teacher for me, come call up to the school, do everything, expect everything. So I had to actually do my stuff. So it was it was not different, it was just more on me. It was more, I gotta actually, the reason why I'm at the school has to be for me being at the school. So like me loving baseball, I have to be at the school because of baseball, but I have to love what I do. So I gotta put love in my work, if that makes sense.
So as a sophomore, almost completing your sophomore year, your undergraduate college experience should be halfway over. What are your goals or plans for the second half of your college career, and what do you need to do to prepare for that?
I'll say me, when I go back, my plan is to run for treasurer in SGA. So then I'll have that office for junior year, and then obviously junior year I want to be SGA president. Senior year, like as I'm a senior. Plus like all the other like being presidents of organizations. Like to me personally, I'm a person, I want to have my hand in everything, be able to control my experience at school. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Like anything that's opening up, and I feel like I could do it. It's not too much on me. I want it so I can basically control it in my way, so I can make the school better in the way I see fit.
Second half of my college experience, I pretty much want to figure out what I want to do in life and figure out like what my career that I want to end up pursuing. And I also want to get my foot in the door in that career before I end up graduating, because I don't want to graduate and then be looking for something to do and be scrambling around and not having nothing going. So I definitely want to start setting myself up for the future and building that foundation at a young age. Because once I graduate, I'll be 21. And when I'm 21, I really don't want to have to depend on my parents that much at all. So I really want to have that set up. I want to start setting that up this coming semester. So.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm just trying to look for a position where I can get an internship or a position where after college I'll have at least like a safety net to fall under, at the very least have a position. So after college I'll have somewhere to work and then eventually somewhere to stay on my own and just put me in a better position in life.
I will say though, like after freshman year and then sophomore year, it's crazy to think that we pretty much halfway done. Like it's kind of, it's not scary, but it's like
if you do it right, just like I'm about to say, if you do it right, like how I feel like we did it right. Like we've experienced a lot of what college has to offer, and this second half is like us trying to get to the next level. Kind of like high school is like. I mean, I don't know, high school a little different because I feel like I experienced high school towards the end. But even then, once you get to a point of kicking it and getting your grades done, you like, all right, now I need to figure out what's next and what I need to do next to be better at the next level.
I feel like we kind of like now we playing big boy ball. Like we got big boy stuff to start putting our heads on. Like in a couple of years, I'm gonna have to worry about buying a crib and stuff, an apartment or something like that. And I feel like it's just a whole new ball game than the stuff I was worried about last year. Like high school, freshman year, I was worried about like buying clothes and all that good stuff. But like as you get older, you start to realize that stuff really don't matter. Like designer and stuff, it's really about what you're doing for yourself, how you setting up your family, setting up your foundation.
If you got the money, get fresh though. I'm never gonna tell you. I will say that in college too. Understand that you could do, regardless like the money situation. If you get a little bit of money, do something to make yourself feel good. Like you get the little refund check. I'm not saying throw the whole refund check in the air and spend the whole thing, but like it's a good amount of money. Do something nice with it. And like Marcus said too, make sure you make some money off of it too. Make it mean something to you, not just.
So as a sophomore, Are you able to get new scholarships and more scholarship money?
Yeah, scholarships are open for everybody.
Once
Even if
you-
you're in grad school.
Internship.
Once you get accepted to your school and they initially open your scholarship portal, that reopens every year, so you have more opportunity to get scholarships every year.
And I was gonna say, to me, an internship is a scholarship to me because you're getting paid. But that's to me, that's stuff that matters because you're gonna get experience in your field and you're gonna make money. Who don't love both of them? It look good on your resume. It look good to talking to somebody about it. Plus, whatever internship you get, they probably got connections in your career field, so you might get pushed up to something else the next year that's even better with more money. You might get a transfer crazy. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do.
I was gonna ask, for like on the time management side and just finding it, how do y'all like get money like during college? Because I feel like people don't talk about that enough. Where obviously like you said, you was trying to be a broke college kid, but at the same time it's like you got to find a way to manage. You know what I mean? So how do y'all do that?
So me personally, me and Isaiah, we got a clothing brand, so that's one way we do it. There's a lot of people in Atlanta or like HBCUs, probably college in general, who got clothing brands or other ways that they make money. You know how to cut hair, you can make money off that. Girls, they'll braid hair, do lashes, whatever it may be. So it's a lot of things like that you can make money. And then just use your brain. It's a lot of ways you can make money. You just gotta be creative. So
I think I got paid this semester. I got $1,000 check from being a student ambassador for just an organization on campus.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ways to make money. You just gotta pretty much go out and go find it. Like there's always ways to make money, but I would say during this time, don't make money your main focus. Focus on like setting yourself up for your future. Because if you chase money will always be there. So if you chase money, like you'll never be satisfied because there's always more money you could get. So I say really start focusing on what matters and focus on building that foundation for yourself.
I was gonna say, know your worth, but like within getting money, like to me, I had opportunities to travel to Detroit for like political stuff, and then I got a free trip to DC. So it's like it depends to you what you consider like valuable and what your worth is. Like me, of course, I want a good amount of money right now, but like to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Where it's gonna sit, just a whole bunch of stuff like that. So to me, it's like I'd rather get the experience. It's meaningful. Like going to DC, something big for me. I mean, I want to be in politics. That's where politics are in. I ain't never been there before, and it was free. So it's like it's a win-win. Plus, they was there on their own. So that's what I mean. You get stuff like that. Like everybody might go to DC. You might be the one that is free for you. That's what I mean. Stuff like that. But it just depends on you. What do you want in the aspect of money? Do you want the trip, or do you want that $1,000 thing?
How I look at it, I honestly feel like God gonna always give me the money that I need throughout that time.
Yeah.
So I just like, it sounds like some real broke stuff, but like when I hit rock bottom, I was like, I mean, maybe this is God telling me like money shouldn't be the focus right now. Like focus on my grades, get my good grades, and then once I built that foundation for myself, the money will come.
Because money don't come.
And not having money will build character.
True.
You will be a different type of dog.
True.
It's a different type of grit.
True.
No, like for real, no.
I feel like every man gotta go through the broke phase. Like if you ain't,
you gotta wake up with nothing in your account a couple of times. That's it to it. Yeah.
Nothing in the fridge.
That's how you never get there.
You look like you got something to say in that regards.
Man.
I've been going through it, so I mean, I understand exactly what they're talking about.
Wake
like,
up, nothing in the account.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta make some stuff stretch until you get paid.
More than you are, so like,
Yeah.
it's just not good.
But I mean, I had a job on my campus. I worked for like through the school, so I mean, I kept a little money in my pocket, but still, like,
yeah, it's different in high school.
I definitely say in high school I had way more money.
Yeah, we was balling. We getting the Shake Shack after school, the Chipotle. I don't think we had Shake Shack between the guys and the
I be looking at screenshots of my account back in high school. I be like, dang.
Snapchat memories of the guys we eating food. We just talking.
So Drew, you said something about you. Coach Penny has a question.
So here's my question to you. We're hearing all this success story. What's the biggest distraction that you have?
Females.
Women.
And how are you addressing
Stop talking to
the distraction?
Stop talking to them.
Me, I ain't gonna say, I feel like I beat that. I'm gonna say my biggest distraction is getting told no or having to wait for an opportunity I feel like I'm ready for. Cause it's like, it'll throw you off your whole course. Cause you thinking, I didn't plan, I done did everything right for here. you know, people will tell you you're doing the right thing, and then it'll be like, nah. And you just got to keep having that mentality, like, I got to keep going, because it's bigger than whatever this is in the moment. I feel like, to me, that's your foundation as a man. You get told no a million times before you get a yes. So that's what I say to me, but they probably gonna say something crazy.
No, I already said what
First of all, that's easy to say women, but y'all ain't stop talking to the women. Come on.
Nah.
Tell that somebody.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I did though. Like
we tried it. We tried everything.
During finals, I was locked in. I was locked in. So, but I'd definitely say, like, parties and stuff like that could be a big distraction because it'll always be something to do. But like, if your work not done, you don't got no business going out kicking it, and you failing. So like, I definitely say just the world is a distraction. Like, it'll always be a distraction. It'll be something on TV, YouTube, TikTok, but
homies,
your phone.
Well, yeah, me, I deleted Instagram, TikTok off my phone, and I put it on my iPad because I know like on the phone it's like too easy to just get on there and start senseless scrolling. So I had deleted it off my phone for a little minute.
He's on his iPad.
He literally on his iPad all the time. He got the pad, so it's like.
I'm saying though, when I leave the pad though,
How often are you using the pad though?
When I leave the pad,
Scrolling on the iPad, like, that did.
I knew.
We just switched the
They do have another guy.
I'm for real, bro. It works.
He for side.
I'm not.
We got another question.
It's a question in the comment. Those internships, man, are gold. That is going to be your portal to where you want to go. And so guys, make sure early and often, you know, if you guys could text Coach Chris and I and shoot Penny and man, the brothers in this room and the sisters, man, we can be helpful. And I got a call that's just for young men that you guys can get on Fridays for guys from 18 to 30, young lions. And these are brothers from all over the country. And they can plug you in, I'm telling you, in a major way. So I'll give you guys the link after we finish.
Internship. Appreciate
that. Drew, you mentioned that through the course of this semester you went to DC and Detroit. As sophomore, I guess even as freshmen, can you guys talk about road trips or different experiences or excursions that you've been in through your college?
Me personally, I didn't travel in high school. Like, I've been in Kansas City my whole life, so I don't know nothing but the city. So the opportunity to like even go to Atlanta for college and then even see Detroit and DC to me was eye-opening. It made me really see like a real bigger than what I thought. It's more people out here. It's more opinions out here. Bad opinions out here.
How did you get to those places? How and why did you go to those places?
So I went to Detroit. It was to help with Kamala Harris with her campaign team and just to learn how to campaign on your campus, like what canvassing is, like going up to people, telling them what to vote for. I mean, I went to vote for if they voted. And then I got this app that told me if people voted. So, I can see if somebody voted or not. And then I say the second one, that was like a leadership one. It was teaching me how to, because I wanted my concentration is public policy. It's teaching me how to get ready to talk to people, what I want to say, why I'm saying what I'm saying, why I want to do what I want to do. And then it was in DC, and that was the powerful part about it, because they were really trying to teach us what DC means in the world of politics. So I'll say that's why I went on there.
Did you have to pay for those?
Nah, them was both free. Free flights, free hotel. I mean, you're going to get fed, but it ain't really good, but basically free food.
So going to college helped to expose you to other cities at great expense.
For the free ski.
So me personally, last year we went on a spring break trip. So a lot of my trips have been fun and leisure time, but it's been time where I can spend time with my friends and stuff and just experience a new city, a new place. We went to Florida PCB. That was a fun time just to experience with the guys. I got to stay in Atlanta this summer working with the Alumni Association. I helped with the graduation, so I got to stay a little bit longer for that. And then actually working down in Atlanta this summer is just a different experience. Get to work with the community and just staying by myself for a full summer, just learning who I am as a person and just being okay by myself. And then we went to DC, which was also a fun trip. We got to go to Howard's homecoming and just experience the city of DC. So just traveling in college, it gives you a good experience to get away from your campus and what you're used to every day and just allow you to relax a little bit.
I definitely say in college, me and Marcus, we try to take as many road trips as we can because it's like you only gonna be in college one time.
Okay.
So we went to earlier this year. I went to New York. I drove to New York. A couple of my older friends, they seniors, we was talking and it was like, let's take a road trip to New York. And in my head, I was thinking, there's no way my mama finna let me go to this. But I just told them I was down, and then they appointed me as a driver, and I was like, my mama's really not gonna go for this. So I ain't tell her till like the week before.
No, you didn't tell me at all. No,
I probably didn't tell my mom. I just drove to New York with some of my older friends, but we had a good time. I got to meet a lot of Morehouse alumni, and it was just a good time to network and stuff like that. We went to the Howard versus Morehouse Classic football game, so that was fun. And then in October, me and Marcus and Braden, we went to DC for Howard's homecoming, and that was pretty fun as well. We visited a couple young ladies up there, so it was a good time.
I was there with them too at the same time. So
Oh yeah, that's when Drew had made his trip up there too. So
but I had a whole different. I was walking to the White House.
Flew, right?
Yeah, and I was walking to the White House.
He
like,
basically is better than us, so
I had work though. I'm on work. They was on vacation. Nah, just.
he basically saying he better than us.
First thing first, that was TSU's second homecoming. For those that don't know, TSU basically ran that homecoming. So, yeah, it's not. I mean, but yeah, TSU basically ran Howard's homecoming. They won the game. Everybody from TSU was up there. But for me personally, I would say, and it was down in Atlanta too. But y'all was lit, so I won't even talk about that. For me personally, I would say I was more outside of my campus my freshman year. I got my vehicle down there. Being a freshman, you just want to do everything. You want to do any and everything you can. So I'm outside with friends. I was taking trips to Alabama A&M because my sister went there. I went to Atlanta for
sister. Why you even over confused? Why did you over confuse?
Went to Atlanta to go see them during Spellhouse's homecoming. I would say I was just very outgoing freshman year. So this year I really stayed grounded. I wanted to stay on my campus. Well, I did want to go out to their homecoming, but certain things changed. Certain things happened to where like it altered my plans. So
coming next year,
I stayed grounded.
Possibly.
We'll see how that goes. I stayed grounded and basically I kind of got to learn being me, like what's me like without going places, with me without a car. I didn't work, so money wasn't good like it was last year. So I had to realize that I can't just go somewhere when I don't even have money to pay for gas, let alone find somewhere to stay sometimes. If I want to go to Alabama A&M, where am I going to stay? So it's just certain things like that. So I learned to stay. She's not there no more. She transferred. But
she over there with us. She closer up to us.
Yeah, she over by y'all.
It's crazy when you see.
So basically, what they saying is when you're a sophomore, you broke.
Enjoy the money. Money good.
Enjoy the money.
But on the aspect of travel, Isaiah, can you tell us about Can you tell us about your Africa excursion?
Oh yeah, last summer I got to go to Africa with one of my French classes. So I took French classes over there in Africa, and I took my French credits over there. So I got to do a special, what's it called, foreign language no more. But it was a good time. I stayed with a host family for 2 weeks. It was a different experience. I learned a lot about the Africans and a lot about their history. And I feel like the biggest takeaway I took from that was that.
Not the Africans.
What part of
Not the Africans.
What part of Africa?
Yeah, I learned more about us, not the
There you go.
Africans. So, I went to Ivory Coast, and I learned that like we're the same people, but my perspective changed a lot because I asked them what they think about like us African Americans, and all they said was they just think about, because all they see is like the music videos. So they was like, you guys, all y'all do is shoot each other and kill each other, and we more about love. And in my head I was like, I mean, that's all they see, so that's all we putting out there to them, like that. And then like just the ignorant stuff that we'll put out about our own people, it harms us in the long run. Yeah. So that's what I learned about that. And I also, what else did I learn? It slipped my mind. Oh, so I learned that a lot of the times we think that the Africans, when we came, I gotta say the Africans to, distinguish. But a common misconception is that they just watched us get put on the boats, and they watched us through slavery and didn't do nothing about it. But when I went over there, I learned that they were kind of going through the same stuff that we were going through over here. They were colonized by the Europeans, and where I went, they actually didn't get liberated till 1960s. So,
Like the same time as us?
nah.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's 64. Keep going.
But I'm saying they were in slavery.
Bro, it's
in
not
the
the time for this
Alright,
talk, bro.
so yeah, that's what I learned. So,
And then also, how like we think that Africans don't have any money. Talk about your host
oh,
family.
we think that, yeah, my host family was rich. They had maids in the crib cooking for them.
How many maids did
They had 2 maids. She had a BMW, a nice blue BMW truck. They got money over there.
That's why we grew up.
What did you learn about yourself?
I learned about myself. That's deep. That's deep. Now I'm trying to think, bro. I'm still living though, so it's still the same year. So maybe like on December 31st, I'll look back at it. But I ain't really had the time.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't really reflect.
Like,
What did I say?
I don't know. It's your answer. Answer the question.
There's been a lot that's happened since Africa, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Alright, bro.
I gotta.
Don't know about the youngins, bro. Cool, but that's on you.
I'm trying to think, bro.
That's cool. We come back later. Come back to it later.
Other questions? Any questions? J. Carter, you got a question? What do you think? You got a question?
No, I already got none.
You got none?
Touch everything.
Noah got a question? All right.
What y'all gonna do different this upcoming semester that y'all didn't do last semester?
I got balls.
Sharon said hit the ball, but that's real. Even though I don't play sports,
Hit the ball.
hit the ball. Like I will say baseball analogy, just playing baseball, I apply that to my real life. Like everything I learned through baseball is to my real life, you feel me?
Hit the ball, run the bases.
Hit the ball, run the bases, next play. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody hurt.
Nobody's hurt.
Take the base with you.
Yeah.
Do y'all miss playing sports?
Nah.
Yeah.
I did miss baseball at the start of the last baseball season, but
I miss football, but I don't miss what it took to get to the game.
I ain't gonna lie, me and Marcus be going to the cages sometimes though.
Yeah, but that's just because I be bored and he said exercise.
I don't touch a field. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not touching it. But what did you ask Noah? Say again? What was the question?
What would you do different?
What you gonna do next semester?
I think next semester this semester I was so focused on school and like work and just opening that door for myself. I'll say next semester I'm gonna do more of like stuff that I enjoy myself, like I actually enjoy, not just career stuff. I mean, I guess going out more because I feel like I lost that a little bit. I guess like I was telling y'all to get designer clothes, like be more me, like how I was in high school a little bit, just to be more of myself. I feel like I've shelled myself off and just made me like known for politics and nothing else. Like I don't know, people don't really know me for me type. That's what I say. Get people to know me for me.
I'll probably just say be more assertive when it comes to getting my work done and stuff like that I need to get done, but that's really about it.
I say continue to take care of my business and then like also find things that I enjoy doing, so I'm not always just working. Find some leisure things, find some fun things to do. Yeah, like Drew said.
Can we say our GPAs though, because we still on business?
Sure, go ahead and say your GPA. Be proud of it.
Oh, I had a 3.75. One B.
In all honesty, since you brought it up, did you have a 3.75 last year?
No. Oh, we can really get into that. If y'all want to.
Just tell the truth.
Oh, I'll say last year I had a really bad first semester.
Nah, it was real bad.
And I'll say, like, going into
It's just no.
Think about it now.
Off the record.
Yeah.
So what was the question is like, what was the difference that made you say, I had this really bad GPA and now I need to get a better GPA? Like, what was the difference? What made
I'll say 3 things. One, it was my homies, not even in terms of like them, trolling or whatever, but like your friends should motivate you to do more. Like I hear Isaiah and Marcus talking about, what they got going on already that's good. It made me want to come back and tell somebody good stuff that's going on in my life. Plus the trolling. Nobody wants to get trolled about grades when we all smart. We all went to the same high school. It's like, Two, I'll say I know myself. Like myself, I knew that wasn't what I was capable of, and I know I could do more. And then I'll say 3, it's like grades really mean more than I guess than what I thought. Not I guess. I know it mean more than what I thought, but I can't even really. I don't know how to explain it.
Your grades is like your financial aid.
Yeah, grades is more than just okay. That's what I say. In high school, I feel like grades was just a grade, but they gonna put you through. You gonna pass. It's not nothing more extra. Grades now can get your pockets bigger. You can travel more.
Take away from
you could do more in school. It'll take away from your pockets. It'll have you looking like, what am I gonna do? And that's the thing. Like, I don't want. If that was my biggest advice, like if you're gonna come in there your first semester, make that the one you not outside, not on nothing. Make that the hard working one, cause at least build on something strong and not something weak. Cause I mean, I guess I came back and had a good comeback, but nobody really want to come back. You want to be up the whole game. Football, sports analogy.
Me personally, I just like to compete. So like, I don't want nobody to be able to say that they doing better than me and nothing. So if somebody's GPA is higher than mine, I take it personal, bro. So I just try to make mine as high as possible.
I just want to keep my scholarship. I'm not really worried about the competition. As long as I can keep my scholarship each semester, that's all I care about.
And that's real. That's get that money.
But like, I feel like everybody's reason is a good reason. Like, we all got different reasons, but at the end of the day, it's still to achieve a common goal. You feel me?
Cause we all gonna troll. If I hear you got an F on something and you tell me, we all gonna troll.
I ain't gonna lie, when Drew told me his GPA last year, I was like,
they didn't believe me because you know it's a good. I put on a good front. Like I make it look good, huh?
What was it though?
Like,
off the cam, me and you would talk. We would talk.
I don't want to know.
Nah, you don't.
Yeah. How long is this?
I
what it
promise
is
you
now?
don't.
But look. Now it's a 3.75.
There you go.
So I mean, but that's a real thing. That's a real thing. And I say that, and I'm asking you about it because if you weren't in college and y'all got a taste of college, and it sounds like y'all doing very well. I mean, a thing like a real bad GPA could put you out of college, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what would y'all be without college right now? Like, would that be difficult if you couldn't go?
I say, hey, Mark crazy, but I will say it would definitely put life into a different perspective. Cause I'm not one of the people. I don't enjoy working at Target or Walmart or like a little 9 to 5. I like to be my own boss. Like I said, control everything. So like not being in college, I would have to work into somebody's system. And like as you can see, is everything I've been saying. I'm trying to make my own system, my own change, my own stuff I want to do. So that's what it means. I wouldn't be able to be me if I wasn't in college.
I got my CDL license.
I feel like wherever I'm at, I'm gonna figure it out. So I feel like without college, I still would have been good, but college is still good that I'm in college. But if I didn't go to college, I'd be good too.
I'm gonna get more out of going to college than I would have not going to college.
Yeah. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I love the city, but after you graduate high school,
driving trucks,
it's not really nothing to do. So.
Alright. I appreciate it. Any last questions? Any last comments y'all want to make? Any other?
Any of y'all thinking about grad school?
Yeah. Yes. My goal is so one of my mentors this year in my major, he's going to Harvard. So that's my goal, get the pipeline to go to Harvard for grad school, get my master's there, and then come back and be the mayor.
If I got a homeboy that go to Harvard, can't nobody tell me nothing.
They can't tell you nothing then.
I'm trying to get one more degree, that's it. That's one.
I'm gonna be bragging about you, bro.
You got to. I'm bragging too. Be like,
yeah. So for me, I do want to go through medical school. So I've been looking basically at internships, basically get that experience because medical school does look at that in a big manner. They like to see if you have experience, you have the education for it. So I've been looking for internships, but as well as looking at medical schools in the area as well as out the area. Like I've even considered going to Morehouse School of Medicine at one point. Because I got more connections out there. I got somebody from Atlanta in Kansas City. Not in Kansas City, and at TSU.
Why not?
And they like, if you want to go to Morehouse, you can definitely go there. Because they got the connection to Morehouse. So.
Why not Clarkfield?
Because their connection is Morehouse.
Well, we thank y'all for your information.